Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Turn away now if you want nothing spoiled. What's up, everybody, and welcome to TVCaptive.com presents the As Seen on TV podcast for The Vampire Diaries, Season 5, Episode 18, Resident Evil. Nothing to do with it, misnomer, false advertising, I'm suing. This episode, Elena and Stefan are dreaming of each other. The travelers have taken over Mystic Falls. Something is very wrong on the other side, and Damon and Marcos seem to be getting along. Marcos doesn't seem like that bad a guy.
Okay. To be honest, the title, Resident Evil, if this show was more like Resident Evil...
You wouldn't watch it.
No, I would watch it. I'd watch it and have a freaking big, huge bowl of popcorn with a gallon of freaking pop, and I'd be in it. I'd be so excited, because right now, I want to go to sleep.
Okay, anyway, I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is my lovely co-host from the other room, Omikins.
Hey.
Hi. So I already got your opinion, so let's just jump right into this. Boring? Yeah.
It's doing the same thing as originals, but, I have high hopes for originals because the plot is going to change very, very soon. I don't see that happening for the Vampire Diaries. I can't vision it at all.
Yeah. So anyway, Stefan and Elena are having dream sequences of each other. Like full-blown visions, stop in the middle, and time slip blackout moments.
It's more than just visions. I mean, Elena, she was pretty wet in her panties that one time, I'm pretty sure. Because Damon was like, oh, bitch, that just didn't happen.
Yeah. Interesting dream sequences. Elena having the perfect life with Stefan.
Nothing's ever that perfect, but hey. Exactly.
So, at what point did you realize it was an alternate reality? The parents still alive? Aunt Jenna being mentioned?
Of course.
No mention of vampires?
The first dream sequence was her saying, you got feedback of me, was her saying that, oh, my dad was waiting up for me. I mean, that's the big kicker right there. I mean, as soon as that happened, it was like, total dream. You knew it.
Mm-hmm. I only got feedback because you talk very loud.
Dom never has this problem.
And also Dom uses a very different setup. He uses the setup you're using, but for some reason, I'm the one who has to record these. Anyway, yeah, dream sequences were kinda... I don't know, is that what you think her thought of the ideal life is?
I mean, at one point in everyone's life, when do they not think about that as part of their life? I mean, it flashes through even devious people's minds of the white picket fence and, the blue door with, the red shades on the freaking windows. That is just epitome of, everybody's life. It's just something that everybody dreams about even for a second. It always runs through your mind. So, for Elena to think of that, it makes sense because that's the kind of character she is.
Wrought iron fence. Not a red door. I'm sorry, not a blue door.
A red door?
Maybe a red door. And definitely not red shades over the windows. Hell with that. So...
What was that movie with the alien, flycatcher that would eat people? Feed me. It's in my head. Anyways, at the very end, the people are all happy and yay! But there's one of those things just poking up in their front garden with the white picket fence.
I don't like white picket fences. Black. Wrought iron. Anyway, so travelers are taking over Mystic Falls. We get a little flash of that. They're putting them, they're doing their little passenger thing in people's heads, including Miss Sheriff Forbes.
Yes.
So, speaking of which, Matt catches on, or she catches on that Matt has caught on,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes all bye-bye Matt's, vital arteries and neck. Matt dies again and gets sent to the other side again. But unlike the... Oh, actually, no, he goes to Bonnie, because she's the whole anchor thing. Sorry to do this to you, Bonnie, but, go tell them Sheriff Forbes has a traveler in there. That's that. And catch you later. And then he gets to the other side. And things are a mess. The first things first is suddenly Cole appears. Like, hi, remember me?
I was actually quite excited when I saw him. I was like, "Hey, I know you.
That guy.
You're that guy. Oh yeah, your name's Cole. Great, awesome. You're good to see you, buddy."
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, remember me, original vampire. I died. So he basically says, first off, Dom wrote these notes, and he puts that he jumped out of his chair. We need more coal. Do we agree with that? Do we need more coal in our stockings?
Not in our stockings. I don't know what kind of train you're on. What kind of boat that floats, or whatever they call it.
I don't have a train whistle. I'm not as prepared as Dom is for these. I have a spoon.
I don't want coal in my stockings.
Okay.
That's just creepy.
That's very creepy. Anyway, Cole says the place is unraveling. Well, actually, we get the...
Unraveling with the W.
Oh, God. Anyway, we get the hint, the kind of, tease hint thingy that all of those travelers burning themselves at the same time was enough to overwhelm Bonnie so that Marcos can slip back from the other side.
Yeah.
And now that he has done that, things are not very nice over there.
It's not stable at all.
So, okay, Matt is reunited with Vicky. I love you, Matt. No, you must go back and live. I'm already dead. Couldn't think of any more original dialogue than that, but she gets sucked off into the blackness. Much like Catherine did. Where are they? Where'd they go? What is the blackness? Is Catherine in hell like I really hope she is?
No, that seems like it's too easy.
It does seem like it's too easy. Well, anyway, so we have some questions here. Marcus leaving left the black hole behind? Or something like it?
It seems like that. I mean, Marcus was part of that plane, and him being ripped away left a hole. Left a tear in the existence of that plane. So it makes sense that, maybe there's another hand in play trying to say, oh, look at all these free souls, I'm going to take them.
And things went topsy-turvy.
Yeah. We might not see hell, but we might see demons in the future.
That'd be pretty cool.
It seems like a demon-y thing to tear people out of their reality.
So, another question here. Where's Alaric?
He's
dead.
Probably... Duh. No, he's probably smart enough that, he's hiding from this shit going on.
Either that or he already got caught by it.
I hope not.
I hope not too. I like Alaric. And finally, Matt remembers the events of the other side after he wakes up, which is...
That's probably another symptom of the other side being not complete.
Topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
That works. At least he remembers stuff he can tell people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I talked to Cole. So, what are you doing?
My glasses, they're...
Don't wear them, then. So this whole episode, Jeremy is with Liv and her brother, name forgotten. I really forgot his name.
He's a forgettable character.
Unfortunately, yes, he is. We get them. She confides in Jeremy because he's a hunter, as in Traveler immune, Traveler mind control immune, and he enlists Tyler and Matt to help, which she begrudgingly agrees to. But aside from that, Bonnie, he's running around keeping secrets, and Bonnie's not too happy. Past couple episodes, they've been running around. So, do you blame Bonnie for being as upset as she is with Jeremy for keeping secrets? Even if they are vital secrets to her protection?
See, we get a totally different way of looking at the situation. So yes, I am kind of PO'd that Bonnie is mad. But, sitting in her position, yeah, I would be mad that he's keeping secrets. But, no, if I knew the secret, but she doesn't, because she's not going to find out anytime soon, or, well, not in the maybe next episode. I don't know, but not right now she doesn't know. Mm-hmm. But knowing that I know what I know, that it is for protection of not just her, but everyone, that the plan doesn't get out. Because what happens if, say, Bonnie accidentally talks to a passenger and they go to Marcos?
Point.
I mean, pretty much all of Mystic Falls is travelers right now.
It seems that way.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's easy for Bonnie to accidentally slip up, confide in someone she's kind of close to. Like, what happens if Caroline knew and she talked to her mother, who's really a passenger, before she got with the knife?
Yeah, you're right.
There you go.
Anyway.
Oh, Mom, watch out. You might get possessed by these people. You better watch your back. Because, but, we have a plan. We have witches. That would just totally ruin everything.
It would, and it's probably something that wouldn't surprise me if it happened.
Especially if Caroline is involved. Sorry to say.
She needs her hair color changed big time. So after tracking down Sheriff Forbes and knifing her, Tyler is now possessed by a traveler.
Yeah. I didn't think supernatural beings were
susceptible.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a thing.
Well, Catherine did it to Elena, traveler magic. And Elena's a vampire.
But vampires are kind of weakened by travelers anyways, but Tyler's a hybrid.
Apparently didn't matter. But what kind of trouble do you think this is going to cause?
Oh, it's going to cause a lot of trouble. I mean, he's a hybrid. He's super strong.
Guy Adams like, I love this body. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, he could feel the power, and he's immortal.
Yeah.
He could stay in that body forever. Unless he got decapitated or something. But, I mean, still. Yeah. I mean, with a little... He can't get infected by something if he was in a normal mortal's body. So he's probably like, this is gold right now.
And Marcos tells him, don't get used to it.
That's true. But they might... I'm thinking, like, Klaus baby, hybrid machine... It might cross over to the originals.
Maybe it could.
It seems like something that they would want to take advantage of if it goes any further than what's happening right now. Like maybe a little branch breaks off and goes to New Orleans or something.
So Damon talks with Marcos. We find out that Marcos cast the whole doppelgangers are drawn. Hi, Cattail. Hi, Josie. We find that the whole doppelgangers want to love each other lore has been misinterpreted. That it's a spell he cast to bring them together in the first place. And he undid it. He got rid of it. Because he already has both of their blood. And they're nearby anyway if he needed more. So that... And I don't think it makes Damon feel any better. Damon and Elena are done. Or are they?
I don't know. I don't think Stefan wants her back. I actually think that there's a tie-in for Caroline and Stefan.
I see that coming.
I see that even if it's just for a brief moment. I think it's coming. So I think that throws the Stefan Elena dynamic out of the window. Who else is she gonna get with? Not Tyler. Come on now.
Yeah, no.
And Matt is, even though he has the Gilbert ring, he's still too bleh.
So,
Who's left?
I mean,
Enzo?
Ooh. 2 episodes ago, we see, we're done. Fine. It's over. Clothes ripped off in bed with each other. And then, that whole episode, Elena's having dirty fantasies about Damon while he's sitting right next to her. Like that whole chemistry classroom scene. I'm like, really? You're doing it in the chem classroom? What if somebody catches you? And then she wakes up and she's just sitting next to Damon. I'm like, you slut. Like, that was a very vivid imagination.
Yeah, we all know that Damon can get into people's heads, though.
Oh, so was that him screwing with her?
Probably was him screwing with her.
They were having mental fun.
I mean, you see him do it to Catherine when she's on her deathbed, so...
So are they over? Final answer right now. Do you think they're done?
Well, he did say that he can't be her friend, and she obviously needs Damon in her life, so if he doesn't want to be her friend, she has to be something more.
Yeah, he basically, he said, get at it. Didn't even bring, like the... He said, I don't want to be your friend, I don't want to see you, I don't want to hear your voice, I just, no. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's either we're together or no.
Yep.
Which, honestly, personally, if I was that hung up, that in love with somebody and they just said, broke it off after how long, said, no, let's just continue to be friends, I'd be like, no, fuck that, get out of my life. So...
I guess it's kind of easier from the girls' end of the thing because I remember being friends with people I've dated. Guys just think of it differently. Are they lying to me?
I don't know. Maybe they probably were. They were probably more broken up about it than they let on. I thought you had clean breakups. I mean, if it's a messy breakup, sure, but
I don't know.
Who knows? So the last thing we get is Marcos destroys the final anti-traveler knife.
The final? Does he really know? What about in China? There might be another one.
Well, no, they said, the one traveler, the guy, Tyler, the traveler in Tyler gave it to him and said, this is the last knife.
They say that, but seriously, we had lost the White Oak Steak forever, but oh my god.
Well, if you look at it, Nadia's boy toy, whatever his name was, Gregor, was that him? Mm-hmm. He was protecting that knife, and he said, this is the very last one in existence. They were protecting it for hundreds of years. But whatever. All right, you're right. And as he puts it, correction, this was the last one. And then does some magic throwing it in the fire, and it's gone.
That's...
So, how do dispatch Traveler now?
Well, the knives are obviously magical. They're enchanted, cursed, hexed by witches. They just need to find the right spell and find another dagger.
Hope that there is a witch. I mean, the Travelers go back thousands of years with the witches, and I'm guessing that's when those knives were made.
Mm-hmm.
So, hope that there's a witch from back then. Or
let's think it. Esther Spellbook.
Esther wasn't 2,000 years ago. Esther was...
Doesn't matter. She's the most powerful witch that was in existence of that knowing.
Maybe her spellbook has the spell. Maybe not. Maybe the spell is just lost to time. Who knows? Who's to say? But I had a theory. The Travelers, they want to complete their little rituals so they can all inhabit their own bodies again. Because apparently, they were cursed way back when by witches, when if they congregate, natural disasters would happen. And wipe them out. So they get around that, apparently, by passengering in other people's bodies, because it's not the Travelers' bodies, so the curse wouldn't work that way. Loophole. But if they break this curse, then finally they can get into their own bodies. I'm guessing if they're in their own bodies, killing them will kill them.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean...
So that's how you dispatch them.
If some of them are thousands of years old, where the fuck are they going to find their body?
Probably have some stasis kind of spell cast on it.
Witches.
Well, Travelers were witches. Apparently, Marcos, I think, even said, Silas and Ketsia cast that immortality spell, causing a schism in our ranks and giving birth to the witches. So travelers came first, witches came from them.
Or is he lying?
He could have been bullshitting Damon, who knows? I don't know. Why would he have to lie at this point? We'll see.
Why not? Why wouldn't he have to? He's trying to do a power play.
Who knows? Anyway, anything you have to say else on this episode?
Not really. I mean, this plot's getting tiring. I mean, even when we were dealing with other things like the professor and, that whole vampire eat vampire thing, the passenger plot was still in the background.
Yeah, you're right.
They were still dealing with it, and they've been dealing with it this whole season.
Maybe it'll come to a close soon and we'll get something new.
I hope so. I hope so. It's the same kind of syndrome that we have with the originals right now. But, I mean, I don't foresee what's going to happen.
Right.
It's just going to have to pop out of nowhere because I don't see anything.
I mean,
unlike the originals where there's a baby.
What I see coming is if Enzo isn't killed off, I see an Enzo, Stefan, Caroline love triangle.
Still, I mean, what's going to be the back plot to that? I mean, that can't be the whole conflict of the show.
No, you're right. Who knows what'll come next?
Maybe
demons, maybe ghosts, maybe...
The whole thing with the tear in the other side, that's probably where they're going to go. And I'm really hoping it's demons. And, they could just, be like, screw that. Elena's pregnant with Damon's baby. Heck, other people have done it, right?
You're right. Well, anyway.
Oh, stupid idea. God.
The next episode is called Man on Fire. Decent movie. So, synopsis for this. This is actually big. When I was putting this together and, rearranging it for my reading, I'm like, geez, give us the whole episode, why don't you? But, Stefan tries to distract Elena from obsessing about the state of her relationship with Damon, while Bonnie... Okay, so let's just cover that, because it's different. So, that. Need to be done? Yeah.
Oh, she's obsessed with Damon still? I thought they were done.
She's obsessing about the state of her relationship. She wants to be friends. Damon wants nothing to do with her.
That's true. That's true. I mean, if she's really, really crazy about being friends with him still, there's obviously more to what she really feels, so.
Stop friend-zoning the guy.
Yep.
Go back to, stuff. While Bonnie does her best to be realistic about how the changes happening on the other side will affect her existence as the anchor. If there's no more other side to anchor to, what happens to her, the anchor? If the other side just somehow, if this disturbance makes it cease to exist, what happens to her? Does she go with it?
She's not dead. So.
No.
I think her link is just severed, and she's probably just going to be insane.
Maybe. Probably. So, Damon demands the Traveler Knife, forcing Jeremy and Matt to admit that it has gone missing. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Through flashbacks to election night, 1960, Enzo reveals to Elena, Stefan, and Bonnie that he has learned what happened to his long-lost love, Maggie. And then, with the unwilling help of Liv and Luke, that was his name, Luke, things take an ugly turn. Okay. Trying to calm Enzo down, Damon intervenes, but his words cause Enzo to make a desperate and dangerous decision that leads to a violent confrontation with Stefan. Oh my. Finally, Marcos enlists Sloane's help. Sloane, oh yeah, she was the only one who didn't burn herself. Marcos enlists Sloane's help in a ritual designed to break an ancient curse against the Travelers. Tyler is forced to play a dangerous part in the ritual while witnessing the incredible power the Travelers now possess. Thoughts? Anything? What do you think happened to Maggie that Stefan's gonna get involved against Enzo with? Do you think she was a victim of one of his Ripper sprees?
Probably.
Ooh. That's not gonna go over very well.
I don't know. This next episode seems a little bit more heated than last episode.
I actually want to watch this one. It might be interesting.
Man on fire, heated. Get it?
Ah! Nice. See, I wanted to watch this episode because I was curious what Marcos was going to be like. And now
You know what? I kind of like Marcos's character because he's
chill.
He's chill. He's sly. He's just slick.
Surprisingly chill.
He seems pretty, charming.
What I'm curious about is what's up with Enzo. I actually like Enzo as the character. I think...
No.
I don't know why you don't like... I like him.
No.
Alright, fine. You're entitled to your opinion.
I don't know. He's just... Okay, I see him filling the spot of Klaus. Or, that evil figure. That maniacal, just manipulative person. But he's more of the... I just want to kill everything. He has no plan.
No.
Whereas Klaus and the other people like Elijah, they had plans. And that was the most interesting part of them, was how they were going to enact these plans.
I don't know. Enzo's not exactly evil, but...
No, he's just crazy.
No, he's realistic about it, as he put it. He's kind of crazy. If you want to use, one of those alignment charts, he's like chaotic neutral. Really. He's not evil. He's not necessarily good either, but better than some. Anyway, that's about that. Omikins, lady over there, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter, with this tag here, at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Yes, that. You can find me also on Twitter at this tag Thilladren, THILLADREN. This is way harder than it looks.
We need the bouncy ball.
THILLADREN. Okay, you can find all of us on tvcaptive.com. That was an oopsie. As well as on Facebook, Google+, YouTube, Twitter, and you can even email us, ASOTV podcast, all one word. The email address is Gmail. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. Leave us comments, say hi, whatever you want to do. We like interacting.
Likes, comments, come on. We need them. We want them.
We want them. Likes them.
We want to respond.
We wants it. The precious comments. I'm not going to try to imitate Gollum because it'll be terrible.
The precious.
Anyway.
Wrong podcast.
That's been Omi. I'm Mike. Have a lovely evening, morning.
Have a lovely every time of day.
Have a lovely every time of day. Have a lovely day. Button. Really, they could be watching this at any time of day.
Yeah, they could even be watching it at at a time of day that doesn't exist.
The 25th hour.
Yeah.
With that stuff.